What up, Maycom Nation? It's your boy RGQ. Hey, listen, I didn't get to speak on the mic. That's my fault. I didn't jump in. But what I wanted to talk about is my fears. Because Shelly said talk about what your fear is, right? So what I fear a hammer, right? I fear an auger. I fear digging holes in the ground again for a living. I fear regressing backwards from the person I am now to the person I once was. Right? I fear not being able to support my family in time of need, much like when my father passed away and we didn't have enough money to help keep those treatments going. Right? I fear the things that I can't control, not the ones that I can. See, all of those fears put into play mean that nothing that's going to come up in Maycom is ever really going to scare me. Yeah, I may have some anxiety doing a call. I may have some anxiety about making a change that is needed because of poor performance or lack of training or lack of leadership or whatever the case may be, right? Yeah, I may have instances of anxiety, fear, regret when those things happen. But again, they pale in comparison as to what really scares me. And what really scares me is not taking this opportunity that we have in front of us or I have in front of me and just going after it with everything that I got. So, Shelly, I think it was a wonderful call this morning. I think it was a monumental call. I think it was great for everyone to hear that and for the people that stepped up and talked about it a little bit, right? I also want to paint a little picture for y'all based off of her call this morning, right? We talk about comfort zone. She talked a lot about comfort zone. Eddie spoke about it with building it as a muscle, right? So I want to paint a picture. Picture is, take a piece of paper, draw a circle, maybe the size of about a golf ball, right, in the center of that paper. And then off from the center of the paper, off to the corner or something like that, put another little dot, right? That dot is going to represent your fear, right? And that circle represents your comfort zone. And when we talk about you got to build up your comfort zone, we talk about exercising that comfort zone muscle. Right? The more you exercise that muscle, and we're going back to our picture, the bigger that circle is going to get. Right? That circle is going to start to expand on that paper. And each time you do something you're fearful of, that fear that you have, that circle is going to get a little bit bigger because we're growing that muscle. We're growing that muscle. We're growing that muscle. And what you're going to find is sooner or later, right, at some point, that circle that you've drawn on that piece of paper is going to grow bigger and it's going to go beyond that dot that was once your fear. So when you exercise that muscle, that comfort zone muscle, realize and understand that at some point, it's going to outgrow whatever your fear was. It's literally just the amount of time, it's the amount of effort, and it's the amount of sacrifice that you're willing to get past that fear. So Shelly, thank you. I appreciate it. Right? Phenomenal call. Let's have fun today, y'all. Let's go. FD, OD, all day, Maycom up. Let's get this. Let's go, baby. Turn up.